Is your PC running slow, freezing randomly, fans spinning loud, and Task Manager showing crazy numbers like 90% or even 100% usage? Don't panic. Your computer is not broken. This is one of the most common Windows problems. Today I'm going to show you 10 safe fixes that can dramatically reduce RAM, CPU, and disk usage. These methods are tested, beginner-friendly, and you don't need to download anything. Make sure you don't skip any step, because some of the most powerful fixes come later, and they're the ones most people never try. By the end of this video, your system should feel faster, smoother, and more responsive. Why this happens? High usage usually happens because something in the background is using your system resources without you realizing it. It could be startup apps, background services, temporary files, power settings, or even a misbehaving app that you installed long ago. Most people think their PC is old or damaged when they see high usage. But in reality, Windows just needs a few adjustments. The best part is everything I'm about to show you is safe, reversible, beginner-friendly, and tested on real PCs. Each step is easy to follow and won't break anything. So let's start with the quickest and easiest fix, something that immediately reduces usage for many people. Fix 1. Close heavy apps. The first fix is closing heavy apps you are not using. These apps often run in the background, silently consuming CPU, RAM, and disk resources, especially on low-end machines. These hidden processes can make Windows feel slow and unresponsive. To check which apps are consuming the most resources, press Windows plus X and select Task Manager. If the window opens in compact view, click More Details. This shows the Full Processes tab, listing every program and background task running. Now, look at the columns for CPU, memory, and disk. Click the top of each column to sort from highest to lowest usage. Focus on apps you are not actively using. For example, a browser tab may still be running scripts in the background. A game launcher may check for updates, or a media player could be running services you don't notice. Right, click any app you don't need and select End Task. This action immediately frees resources. You will often notice CPU or RAM usage drop almost instantly. Some programs may restart automatically, but many will remain closed. Quick tip: do this once a day, especially after heavy sessions like gaming, video editing, or downloading. Closing background apps doesn't uninstall them. It just stops them from consuming system resources unnecessarily. Another tip: if Task Manager shows a process you don't recognize, don't panic. Search its name online. Most background processes are safe, but some can be unwanted bloatware or unnecessary software. Finally, remember that apps running in the system tray can also take up resources. Check icons near your clock and close apps you don't use. This fix is simple, yet extremely effective, and it's the foundation for all other optimizations. Fix 2. Disable startup apps. Many apps launch automatically every time your PC boots. This is convenient for frequently used programs, but many apps don't need to run at startup and silently consume RAM and CPU. Open Task Manager, then go to the Startup tab. Here, you'll see all programs that start with Windows. Look for apps you don't need immediately, like Xbox, chat apps, Spotify, or even cloud syncing programs you rarely use. Right? Click the app and select Disable. This prevents it from running automatically next time you boot Windows. Your PC will start faster, RAM usage will drop, and CPU spikes at startup will be lower. Important: disabling startup apps doesn't uninstall them. You can still open them manually anytime, but keeping unnecessary apps from starting automatically is one of the most effective ways to free resources. Tip: look for apps marked as high impact in the Startup tab. These apps slow down your boot process significantly. Disabling them can shave several seconds off startup and reduce initial CPU spikes. Another tip: if you use cloud storage apps like OneDrive or Dropbox, consider delaying their startup. Some apps offer a Start on Demand option, which launches them only when needed. Windows will continue to run safely without these startup apps. You are only removing unnecessary background processes. Finally, restart your computer after disabling startup apps. You will notice Windows feels lighter, boots faster, and RAM usage at login is significantly lower. Fix 3. Disable Windows services. Some Windows services run continuously in the background and can silently use CPU, RAM, and disk. While many are necessary, a few non-essential services can be temporarily disabled to improve performance. Press Windows plus R, type service as MSC, and press Enter. Scroll through the list. Look for services that are safe to disable, such as Print Spooler, if you don't use a printer, Windows Search, if you rarely use search or delivery optimization. Right-click the service, choose Properties, then change Startup Type to Disabled, click Stop, and finally apply OK. This stops the service from running in the background. Disabling unnecessary services can reduce RAM and CPU load and prevent unexpected spikes. Some services check for updates, sync files, or perform indexing. Stopping them temporarily won't break Windows. Warning: avoid disabling critical services like RPC, Plug and Play, or Windows Installer. Disabling these could make your system unstable or cause hardware to stop working. Always check online if unsure. Tip: you can test one service at a time, disable it, use Windows for a few hours, and see if performance improves. If any problem arises, re-enable it. Another tip: some services restart automatically after updates. It's worth checking occasionally if performance slows again. Finally, after adjusting services, restart your PC to apply changes fully. You'll notice smoother multitasking and lower CPU spikes. Fix 4. Uninstall or restrict apps. Many apps run background processes even when you aren't using them. This silently consumes RAM, CPU, and disk activity. Open Settings, go to Apps, then Installed Apps. Find apps you rarely use. Click on an app. Select Advanced Options, then set background app permissions to Never. This prevents apps from auto-running in the background. You'll immediately notice lower resource usage. Examples include photo editors, messaging apps, or utility programs. Tip: some apps will still run scheduled tasks or auto-update in the background. Consider disabling auto-updates if you rarely use the app. Important: don't remove apps you need regularly. Restricting background activity is safer than uninstalling. Another tip: check your system tray and disable unnecessary programs. Some apps run silently from there. These changes are fully reversible. If something behaves unexpectedly, you can reset permissions. Finally, after cleanup, restart your PC. You'll notice smoother performance, faster app launches, and less disk activity. Fix 5. Adjust visual effects for better performance. Windows 11 and Windows 10 are designed to look modern and smooth. You get animations, fade effects, transparent menus, shadow effects, and smooth transitions. And while these features look beautiful, they also use CPU and GPU resources. On powerful computers, this is not a problem, but on older PCs or low RAM systems, these visual effects can slowly drain performance and increase CPU usage. Let's reduce that load. Press Windows plus R, type System CPL, and press Enter. This opens System Properties. Now go to the Advanced tab. Under the Performance section, click Settings. You'll now see a list of visual effects. The fastest option is Adjust for Best Performance. This automatically disables all animations and effects. Your windows will open instantly, menus will feel snappier, and CPU usage may drop slightly. If the appearance feels too basic, choose Custom instead, then disable heavy effects like animate windows when minimizing and maximizing, fade or slide menus into view, show shadows under windows. Keep only smooth edges of screen fonts enabled. This keeps text readable while still improving speed. After clicking Apply and OK, you'll immediately notice a difference. Windows feels more responsive, especially when opening apps or switching between programs. This fix doesn't magically remove 50% CPU usage, but it reduces constant small background rendering tasks, which adds up over time. If you ever want the animations back, you can return to the same menu and re-enable them. This tweak is simple, safe, and surprisingly effective on older systems. Fix 6. Disable widgets and taskbar features. Windows 11 includes widgets, chat, Teams integration, and other taskbar features. Even if you never click them, they may still run background web processes. These processes use RAM, CPU, and sometimes even network bandwidth quietly in the background. Let's clean that up. Right-click an empty area on your taskbar, select Taskbar Settings, now toggle off Widgets, Chat, Task View if you don't use it. The moment you disable these, background activity decreases. Widgets in particular rely on the Windows Web Experience Pack, which constantly refreshes news and weather data, even when minimized. If you want to go further, you can remove the Web Experience Pack completely using PowerShell as administrator. This prevents widgets from running entirely. Now here's the important part. Many people ignore small features like this, thinking they don't matter, but multiple small background services combined can create constant CPU spikes, especially on 4 GB or 8 GB RAM systems. After disabling taskbar bloat, your PC feels cleaner, less cluttered, and slightly lighter. It's not dramatic on high-end machines, but on older PCs, every little optimization counts. Fix 7. Disable Delivery Optimization. This one is hidden inside Windows Update, and most people don't even know it exists. Open Settings and Windows Update, then Advanced Options. Go to Delivery Optimization. Now turn it off. Here's what it does. Delivery Optimization allows your PC to upload parts of Windows updates to other computers online. Think of it like peer-to-peer sharing. While helpful in theory, it means your system may use disk activity, CPU power, internet bandwidth, even when you're not updating anything. If you've ever seen high disk usage when your PC seems idle, this could be the cause. Turning it off stops your PC from acting like an update server for others. You may immediately notice lower disk usage, less network spikes, reduced background CPU activity. This setting is completely safe to disable. Windows will still receive updates normally. It just won't share update files with other devices. For most home users, this feature is unnecessary. After turning it off, restart your PC and monitor Task Manager again. In many cases, disk usage drops significantly. Fix 8. Clean temporary files. Over time, Windows collects temporary files, update leftovers, cache files, log files, and other junk. These files don't just take up storage, they can increase disk activity and slow performance. Let's clean them properly. Press the Windows key, type Disk Cleanup, and open it. Select your main drive, usually C. Then click OK. Now check all boxes. Temporary files, Windows Update Cleanup, Recycle Bin, Thumbnails, System Cache Files. Click OK, then delete files. Windows will now remove unnecessary data. Depending on your system, this may free several gigabytes of space. Less clutter means faster file access, reduced disk usage, smoother overall performance. If disk usage has been stuck at 100%, this step can make a noticeable difference. You can also open Settings, go to Storage, then Temporary Files for additional cleanup. Cleaning once every month keeps your system healthy. Think of this as maintenance for your PC, just like cleaning your room. Less clutter equals better performance. Fix 9. Identify hidden heavy processes. Sometimes, high usage isn't caused by obvious apps, but by hidden background processes. Open Task Manager. Go to the Details tab. Now sort by CPU, memory, or disk. Watch which processes stay at the top consistently. If a process is constantly using high resources and you don't recognize it, search its name online. Common causes include outdated drivers, bugged software, corrupted programs, malware rare but possible. If you identify an unnecessary program, uninstall it from Settings, go to Apps. You can also update drivers through Device Manager. Outdated drivers sometimes cause CPU spikes. Be careful not to end critical Windows processes. If unsure, research first. Monitoring this tab for a few minutes gives valuable insight into what's actually stressing your system. This step helps you target the real root cause, not just symptoms. Fix 10. Optimize drives and disable Game Bar. Finally, let's optimize storage and gaming services. Press Windows key, type defragment and optimize drives, open it, select your main drive, click Optimize. For HDD users, this reorganizes fragmented files, allowing faster read times. For SSD users, Windows performs a trim optimization automatically. Optimizing reduces disk strain and improves load times. Now let's disable unnecessary gaming features. Go to Settings, then Gaming. Go to Xbox Game Bar, turn it off if you don't use it. Then go to Captures and disable background recording. These features constantly monitor system activity for recording, which can use CPU and RAM, disabling them frees resources instantly. After completing this step, restart your PC, you should now notice lower idle CPU usage, reduced disk spikes, smoother multitasking, faster app launches, quieter fans. Final step, restart your PC. Restarting applies all changes fully. It resets services, clears memory, reloads drivers. Never skip this step. Final result. After reboot, your PC should feel faster, smoother, quieter, and more responsive. Most high-usage problems are caused by settings and background processes, not failing hardware, and that's it. If you followed every step carefully, your PC should already feel faster, smoother, and more responsive. Lower CPU, lower RAM, lower disk usage, and most importantly, less frustration. Now here's something important. If one specific fix helped you the most, comment it below. Was it closing heavy apps, disabling startup programs, or turning off delivery optimization? Your comment might help someone else fix their PC faster. And if your usage is still high after trying everything, don't worry, there is always a deeper cause, and I make step-by-step videos that break everything down in simple English. No complicated tech talk. So if you like real solutions that actually work, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, because I post weekly guides to help you make your Windows PC run like new again. Also, if this video helped you even a little, hit the like button. It helps this video reach more people who are struggling with the same issue. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Rock it.